Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I think we all know that the Wizards are going full rebuild mode here. But they have some pieces to build around, like Jordan Poole. They also got like Corey Kispert. Hopefully he can turn into something, as well as like Denny Avdia. And then there's these guys. They also drafted Bilal Coulibaly, so maybe he can turn into something. But yeah, today we are doing a 10-year Washington Wizards rebuild. It's going to be a long process to put this team in contender mode, but I think we can pull it off. So, if you look at the rotation the way it is right now, they want to start DeLon Wright. I'm actually going to go ahead and start Tyus Jones out of the way. So, it'll be Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Denny Avdia, Daniel Gafford, DeLon Wright, Delano Gallinari, Corey Kispert, Landry Shamet, and then Mike Muscala out of the rotation, which is fine with me. I want to give Bilal Coulibaly some minutes, though, so I'm going to actually just go ahead and run a 10-minute rotation and get Bilal Coulibaly, and I'm still going to go and start Tyus Jones. So that's the rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I might actually give him more minutes than, Delano Gallinari, but I'm just going to keep it like this. I might put him further in rotation in the future, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Alright, so we're stopping at the trade deadline to try and find offers for Gallinari here. He probably wants to be on a contending team, and he says, I've had enough of Washington. I'm signing with a new team this offseason. So he's 35, and I think it's better off to dump him here so we can open up some more minutes for our young guys. So the Lakers were offering me, I believe, a first-round pick for him, which I might actually agree to that. Yeah, so it was a pick. So it was a lottery-protected first pick. I don't think Gallinari right now is worth the first-round pick, so honestly, a second-round pick is fine with me. So we get off of Delano Gallinari, and we get a second-round pick for him, which is fine with me, I guess. So that opens up more. They still want to start DeLon Wright, which now I guess I'll do. We're probably not going to make the playoffs anyway. It shouldn't matter too much. So that should open up more minutes. I mean, I put Johnny Davis in rotation, and then what I want to do is I actually probably want to play like Patrick Baldwin Jr. since I sent Ryan Rawlings down to the G League since he was like a 67 overall, and then Jared Butler's a 70. So I'm just going to go ahead and give Taylor Shim another rotation and give these minutes to Patrick Baldwin Jr. I want our young guys to develop as much as possible. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of this season. I want to tank this year so we can have a high draft pick. Right now, we are 18-37. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nikola Jokic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year Victor Wembanyama, Sixth Man Chris Paul, Defensive Player AD, and Most Improved Jabari Smith Jr. And this year we were one of the worst teams in the league. We weren't the worst. We were one of the worst teams in the league. We went 26-56, which is a great start to the tanking process here. But heading into our player stats, we got 20 from Jordan Poole, 17 from Kyle Kuzma, 20 from Denny Avdia, 10 from Corey Kispert, 9 from Daniel Gafford, 9 from Bilal Coulibaly, 9 from Johnny Davis, 9 from Tyus Jones, 7 from Patrick Baldwin Jr. So Bilal Coulibaly is more of a defender than like a real scorer. That's what I believe. But yeah, we did not make the playoffs, obviously. But let's just see who wins the NBA championship here. So in the finals, we got the Suns and the Hawks, and the Hawks going to win the championship. Finals MVP going to Trae Young. We got the 4th pick in the draft, which I expected to be a lot higher, but we did get number 4. I will have to trade up here, but if you want to know what draft class it is, this is like the Ron Holland, DJ Wagner draft class, so we're going to go ahead and select Matt Buzelis here. Even though I don't think he'll fall to us, I still want him, either like Justin Edwards, Matt Buzelis, or DJ Wagner. That's who I am aiming to get. Yeah, but I really want Matt Buzelis here. He's like a top prospect in like next year's draft, so I would love to get him on the team. Could play any position for us if we want him to. So that's what I'm aiming for in the draft here. I'm not going to trade up. We have pick 4 in the draft. I'm just going to go ahead and hop into the draft here. So number 1, we got Ron Holland going to the Magic. I would love to get him. Number 2, we got Zachary going to the Kings. Number 3, we got Matt Buzelis going to the Rockets. So I knew he wasn't going to fall to us. So on the board right now, we got Isaiah Collier, we got Justin Edwards, Cody Williams, we got Bronny James, DJ Wagner. So for that, what we need the most is like a center, but there's not really that good centers in this draft. We got like power forwards. Hopefully we can develop Denny Avdia into like a long-term player. I don't know if we could, though. Then Kyle Kuzma, we could trade Kyle Kuzma this season, but you never know. We also got like Tyus Jones then, yeah. So either a point guard or like a decent, I mean, like Isaiah Collier would be nice, but I kind of like the idea of selecting Justin Edwards here. But we also got Jordan Poole, so I don't see why we do that. Isaiah Collier might be the pick here, or we got DJ Wagner down here, but Isaiah Collier is a higher overall, so honestly, give me Isaiah Collier. So we selected him with pick 4 in the draft. We also got some more first-round picks, so I mean a second. So we got like Ryan Dunn, Zach Eddy. It's gonna be Zach Eddy here. That'll conclude my draft. So I'm gonna accept Isaiah Collier and Zach Edey here. 78 overall. So team play options, Corey Kispert, I'm gonna accept. Andrew Shamet, I don't see a reason why we should bring him back. Johnny Davis, I'm gonna accept. Patrick Baldwin, I'm gonna accept, as well as Ryan Rawlings. So heading into our qualifying offers, we got Jared Butler, Denny Avdia, and Eugene. I'm not going to extend Eugene, I'm just going to extend Denny Avdia and Jared Butler. So, heading into free agents here, we have the bird rights to Tyus Jones, Denny Avdia, Mike Muscala, and Anthony Gill. And give him like a cheaper contract here so we can bring him back. Denny Avdia, welcome back to the team. Alright, so Denny Avdia is back. I had to do some work to go ahead and re-sign him because it actually was kind of weird going to see the salary cap, but we got Denny Avdia back. So we need a backup power forward now. Then after that, we should be in the clear. So we got like Jay Crowder, Grant Williams, like take a shot on like a young backup power forward here. We got like Jordan Nwora, which I'll go ahead and give him a contract. So Jordan Nwora on like a 2-year deal. Welcome to the team. Then after that, we should be fine. So we're on day 11 right now. So we filled out basically our entire team. We got about 13 players on our roster. We should have some qualifying offers like Jared Butler. So we should have 14. So we should have a full roster. So I'll see you guys in player progression. Kuzma's up, Jordan Poole's up, Tyus Jones is up, Corey Kispert, as well as Bilal Coulibaly is also up. So Daniel Gafford, we got Jordan Nwora, Johnny Davis going up 3, Patrick Baldwin going up, also Ryan Rawlings going up. So it's probably going to be another year of sucking, but eventually it is gonna pay off. So to take a look at the rotation, we got Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Denny Avdia, Daniel Gafford, Corey Kispert, Bilal Coulibaly, Isaiah. I'm just gonna go and start Isaiah Collier, like I said I wanted to do. So Isaiah Collier, welcome to the starting lineup. So I'm gonna put him in the starting lineup. So then we got Jordan Nwora and then Johnny Davis. So that's your rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. It's probably gonna be another year being bad, like I said, but eventually it will pay off. At the end of the season, Bilal Coulibaly is your most improved player, averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists with 1 steal. So really good production out of our guys. But this year, we were actually 33 and I believe 49. So we still didn't make the playoffs, but it's a good sign. So we got 17 from Kyle Kuzma, 17 from Jordan Poole. I don't know if these guys will be here throughout the video. We got 13 from Bilal Coulibaly, 13 from Isaiah Collier's rookie year, 11 from Denny Avdia, 10 from Corey Kispert, 10 from Daniel Gafford, 7 from Tyus Jones, 7 from Johnny Davis, and 5 from Jordan Nwora, and 0 from Patrick Baldwin. So right now, so we actually showed some sign of improvement, but just want to see who wins the NBA championship. So in the finals, we got the Cavaliers and the Pelicans, and the Cavaliers do win the championship. Finals MVP is going to Donovan Mitchell. Heading into the lottery, we're projected the 6th overall pick in the draft, and we do end up getting pick 7. So we fall down one spot. The Mavericks somehow got the number 1 overall pick, but we get pick 7 in the draft to go ahead and add another young rookie to this team. So who do we draft though? So this is the Cooper Flagg draft class. Honestly, I would want nothing more than getting Cooper Flagg in draft class. So it actually might finally be our time to go ahead and make a trade in the video and trade up a pick. But I mean, yeah, I would love to have Cooper Flagg. Maybe we have to trade Kyle Kuzma. Actually, yeah, that might be the route here. I'm gonna try and get the number 1 overall pick in the draft and get Cooper Flagg. This is the trade I'm gonna be trying to do, and this trade actually could make sense here. The Mavericks actually had interest in Kyle Kuzma during like when he was a free agent and stuff, so maybe we'll go ahead and send him to the Mavericks here. They give up pick 1 in the draft. I don't know if they agree to this right away. They probably won't, and yeah, they say no. So we'll probably have to include like one more thing. I'm not trading Isaiah Collier. Tyus Jones could be traded. Also give up pick 7. Actually, I would love to not include pick 7, but it'll probably have to be in the trade here. For even the number 1 overall pick, a generational talent here in Cooper Flagg. We have a lot of seconds to trade as well, but not a lot of first. So I'm gonna try and trade mostly every single second we possibly can throw at them. And then what do they say to this? This could get it to go through. And they agree. We get the number 1 overall pick, which means we are drafting Cooper Flagg here. Let's go. All right, so we traded Kyle Kuzma. That opens up the small forward spot for Cooper Flagg. And later down the line, we could go ahead and trade Jordan Poole to open up starting shooting guard spot for Bilal Coulibaly. So Cooper Flagg, I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into the draft here and immediately draft him. Doesn't matter what trade we get. I'm drafting Cooper Flagg here, number 1 overall pick. Let's go. We also got some second round picks as well, which I'll go ahead and take Paul McNeil. We also got one more second, which I'll go ahead and use that pick to go ahead and probably take Caleb Foster. Hey, Caleb Foster, welcome to the team. That'll conclude my draft. So Cooper Flagg, 80 overall, welcome to the team. Also accept these 2 young rookies here. So team player options, Bilal Coulibaly, Johnny Davis, Patrick Baldwin, and Zach Edey. I'm going to accept. So qualifying offers, we got Ryan Rawlings and Corey Kispert. So heading into free agency, we got the bird rights to Corey Kispert and Ryan Rollins here, so I'm probably gonna bring them back. So we got Tyus Jones, Isaiah Collier, we got Jordan Poole, Bilal Coulibaly. So we got a ton of young talent to go around here. So honestly, we might not have to do much free agency this offseason. And I'm just gonna go ahead and re-sign Corey Kispert here. Give him a nice contract, $15 million for 3 years. Corey Kispert, welcome back to the team. Almost $50 million for 3 years. Get him back. Then after that, we should be fine. Not much more I want to do here. And then yeah, I'll see you guys in player progression. Hopefully, it's looking really, really good. Poole is up. Isaiah Collier is up 6, which is amazing here. Amazing development. Our second best player on the team. Bilal Coulibaly is up. Corey Kispert is up. Then you have Dia, Johnny Davis, Patrick Baldwin. Then yeah, we also got Ryan Rollins going up, as well as Zach Edey. It's Isaiah Collier, Jordan Poole, Corey Kispert. Then you have Dia, Daniel Gafford, Bilal Coulibaly. No, I'm gonna start Cooper Flag over Corey Kispert. I don't know why they're not suggesting I should start Cooper Flag. I'm obviously gonna start him. So we got Daniel Dia, Daniel Gafford, Bilal Coulibaly. Yeah. All right. Isaiah Collier, Jordan Poole, Cooper Flag, Denny Dia, Daniel Gafford, Bilal Coulibaly, Corey Kispert, Tyus Jones, Johnny Davis, and Patrick Baldwin Jr. So I'll see you guys at the end of this season. I don't plan on stopping at the trade deadline. I feel like we're already set up for the future. Just have to figure out that center position, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the extension deadline here, and I think we go ahead and extend Daniel Gafford here. Also, Jordan Poole's want to re-sign, but he has a large contract, and he has 2 years left. I don't think it makes sense to go and extend him right now. So, Daniel Gafford, I'm going to give him a nice contract here. 2 years, $10 million, get him back on our contract. You know, so trade him in the offseason now. But yeah, I'm just doing that at the extension deadline. So this year was very unexpected. We were the third seed in the Eastern Conference, man. I don't know how this happened, but I guess we were ready all along. So heading into our player stats, man, I can't believe it. We got 16 from Coulibaly, 16 from Jordan Poole, 15 from Isaiah Collier, about 15 from Cooper Flag, 11 from Corey Kispert, 11 from Denny Dia, 10 from Johnny Davis, 8 from Daniel Gafford, 7 from Patrick Baldwin. So you would expect him to win Rookie of the Year, but he actually didn't and went to Bronny James instead. Even though Cooper Flag had a very good rookie season, I don't know how he won it, which is kind of weird. It's a rigged award. But anyway, heading into the playoffs here, we got to play the Detroit Pistons. So they got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Chris Middleton. I love the addition of Jared Vanderbilt. They got Star Thompson off the bench, Gary Trent Jr., Trey Murphy, Josh Hart, then Marcus Sasser. So, Josh Green. So heading into, we do end up losing at 5. So it's a good sign we even made the playoffs this year. I guess we were just we're not really experienced. It was our first year being in the playoffs. So we got the Oklahoma City Thunder going on the win championship, Finals MVP going to Josh Giddey. Pick 5 in the draft via Phoenix. That's actually our first round pick. I believe from the Bradley Beal trade, which is actually very good. We get pick 5 in the draft from the Bradley Beal trade, though it actually did pay off to be a good trade, I guess. So Tyus Jones will not be back with the team this year. So yeah, so I feel like what we need now is a better center in the draft. So if you look at the draft, we got Cameron Boozer, and I doubt he'll fall to us. And there's just no really other centers really want in the draft. So I might just skip on the center position this year and actually trade for one. So in the mock drafts, he's projected to go 4th, so we can move up 1 spot, even though I don't think I feel like he'll go number 1 overall, but I guess let's play it through and see where he goes. Our backup plan, if Cameron Boozer does not fall to us, we can draft a power forward, because I don't know if I can rely on Denny Dia anymore. He's not developed into a really good 3-point shooter, even though he is just 25. There's still a lot more potential in him. He just haven't really lived up to the potential with pick 9 in the draft. But yeah, our backup plan is a power forward, and there's a lot of forwards in this draft. So pick 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder are selecting Koa Pete. The Celtics are selecting Bryce James. The Lakers are selecting Marcus Johnson. The Rockets are going to select Cameron Boozer. So maybe we should trade her up 1. Yeah. So what I was going to do is I'm going to take a power forward here. So we got Tyron Stokes, AJ DeBonsta. I might go and take AJ here. So AJ DeBonsta might be my pick. And AJ DeBonsta, welcome to the team. He most likely be our power forward because he is 6'11 or 6'10, something like that. So we got Jeremy Frederick here. We got Caden Boozer. Honestly, just give me. I'm gonna take a center. Give me Parker Jefferson. Then I'll conclude my draft. So, yeah. So AJ DeBonsta, 77 overall, and then these guys I'm probably not gonna go ahead and sign. So, team play options: Isaiah Collier, Bilal Coulibaly, Paul McNeil. I'm gonna decline these 2, and I'm gonna accept these 2. So, qualifying offers: Ryan Rollins, Johnny Davis, Patrick Baldwin, and Zach Edey. All we want to extend every single one of them. And we're in free agency now. So free agency. We got the Barrettes, Tyus Jones. He will not be back with the team. Johnny Davis and Patrick Baldwin. I would love to bring them back, like I said. So We just need to fill out our rotation now. So what I want to do is Tyus Jones will not be back with the team. I want to go for like a younger backup point guard, and we got some money to spend this offseason. So I want to bring out Johnny Davis and Patrick Baldwin, and these guys. I mean, Danny Avdija is also a free agent. I would love to bring him back. And also Danny Avdija. We also got like Jalen Williams, as well as Keegan Murray. I'm just gonna bring back our guy and Danny Avdija though, not asking for as much as he was asking from before, which is kind of good. So I'm gonna bring back Danny Avdija. Nice contract for him, and then Tyus Jones will not be back with the team, like I said. So these guys I'm just gonna renounce, and Ryan Rollins is not gonna renounce though. Hopefully he can develop into like our decent backup point guard for us. Then Jordan Nwora, I also want him back as well. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna re-sign Danny Avdija. Then after that, we got Patrick Baldwin Jr., which we could go ahead and sign him. Got like Kennedy Chandler down here. I mean, he's asking for like $12 million, but I would still give him one more year to prove himself for that much money still. So we need a backup point guard, we need a backup power forward, and a backup center. So backup power forwards, we got Trey Murphy. I'm looking to sign him. 26 years old, honestly, one of my favorite players in the NBA. Last year with the Pelicans, he averaged 14 points. The Pistons year is kind of just not because he didn't really get an opportunity with all the young people. So I might go for Trey Murphy, like Tari Eason, Grant Williams, Royce O'Neal, Santi Aldama, or Jalen Johnson. Honestly, I don't hear much about Jalen Johnson, so give me him. Hopefully we can develop into a nice player. So Jalen Johnson, looking to the team, still 24 years old. I'll give him $13 million for 4 years. Give me Jalen Johnson. So Jalen Johnson, welcome to the team. Then Patrick Baldwin should be okay. I can only know it's Patrick Baldwin, but hopefully we can still bring him back. Hopefully we still have the money to like afford him. But he will be back on the team though, so I didn't really mean to renounce him. But yeah, we just need to find a backup point guard and backup center. So hopefully I should be Ryan Rawlings if he's still here. I mean, is Ryan Rawlings still here? No, we renounced the right to him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign like a young guy here. So I mean, he's going to renounce Jalen Johnson and put AJ DeBonsa out the power forward, so we need a backup center and a backup point guard, like I said. So backup center is available right now. Next, I might just bring back Tyus Jones, Yusuf Nurkic, Kevon Looney, Charles Bassey. Give me Charles Bassey on like a 2-year deal, then give me like Tyus Jones back on the 3-year deal. So bringing back our guys here. Zach Edey should be back from his qualifying offer. So Tyus Jones and Charles Bassey, welcome to the team. And after that, we should be fine. And then player progression, Isaiah Collier, Cooper Flag, and Bilal Coulibaly are all up. This trade could make some sense here. Jordan Poole for Jalen Duren to get our center of the future. He's 23 years old here, averaging 12 and a half rebounds per game. Not really a shooter, but he'll be the perfect big for this team. So he is 6'11", very tall. So I wonder if a Jordan Poole for Jalen Duren swap would just make sense. So maybe the Suns, they think they can get that 6-man potential from Jordan Poole again. Like, let's just offer this up and see what they say. They want 2 first-round picks. They'll give me Ty Jerome. Honestly, I just want Jalen Duren on the team, so give me Jalen Duren. We had to trade 2 first-round picks, but that does open up a spot for Bilal Coulibaly. So now we should be a legitimate contender with Isaiah Collier, Bilal Coulibaly, Cooper Flag, Denny Avdija, and Jalen Duren. Also got Corey Kispert, Tyus Jones, AJ DeBonsta, as well as Charles Bassey off the bench. I don't think it makes sense to play 2 centers off the bench, but I guess it's fine for now. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. See this year, but we gotta play the Pistons once again. So this year I think we can finally make a strong run in the playoffs. At least I hope so. So against the Pistons, they have basically the same team, basically. So, and we do end up beating them in 6. We finally make it past the second round in like a lot of years. So now we gotta play the Toronto Raptors. So the Toronto Raptors have Marco Jackson, Paul George, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Giannobi. I don't think this team is really like set up well at all. It's just a bunch of players thrown into the team. I don't think we lose by this team, but they are the number 1 seed. So I mean, you never know what happens. Against the Raptors, we are gonna beat them in 6. As I said, now we're gonna play the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, they still got Max Strus, they're starting small forward. They got Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Clingan, Colby Jones, Cole Anthony, Darius Baisley, Alex Caruso, Dean Wade. I mean, yeah, it's a good team. This could go either way, but I still think we're the better team though, because we got the better players. So you never know what could happen. So Game 1, the Cavaliers do take. Game 2, they take. Game 3, they take. And Game 4, we got swept. So we got swept by the Cavaliers. We got the Jazz and the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell playing his former team in the finals. The Jazz do win. Finals MVP is Bronny James. I'm sending Gafford over to the Warriors for a 1st and a 2nd round pick. for being our starting center for like a long time, but now he's moving on to the Warriors. Daniel Gafford, probably because we got like too much center depth, I just want to go ahead and trade him, get off of our team, get off of his money. So Daniel Gafford is officially traded to the Golden State Warriors. These three guys, I'm gonna accept them as well. I'm accepting Isaiah Collier and Cooper Flag. And I'm re-signing Bilal Coulibaly to a max contract. If I can sign Quentin Grimes here to a 2-year deal to see if he signs, and he does sign, we get Quentin Grimes to be our new backup shooting guard. Your rotation is Isaiah Collier, Bilal Coulibaly, Cooper Flag, Denny Avdia, Jalen Duren, Tyus Jones, Corey Kispert, AJ DeBonstad, Zach Edey, then Quentin Grimes. Honestly, a pretty balanced rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We're the 4th seed in the East. We got to play the Indiana Pacers. So each year, I think we're getting better and better. So heading into our player stats, 19, 18, we got 17 from Bilal Coulibaly, 17 and 10 from Jalen Duren, 12 from AJ DeBonstad, 11 from Corey Kispert, and 10 from Denny Avdia. So Denny Avdia really hasn't developed like at all. I feel like he stayed around that 80, 79, 81 area. We might have to move on from him in a couple seasons, just in case. So gotta play the Pacers. So Tyrese Halliburton, Dustin Edwards, R.J. Barrett, Bryson Tucker, Miles Hunter, Benedict Mathurin, Michael Porter Jr., Derek White, Santi Aldama, Mac, then Aiden Hollywood. All right, so against the Pacers, we're gonna go ahead and beat them in 5. Now we're gonna play the Miami Heat. They're the 1st seed. So they still get Jimmy Butler, and he's about 38 years old right now, so that should give us an advantage. They got John Flynn, Jet Howard, Jimmy Butler, Omer Billings, Bam Adebayo, Jared Vanderbilt, Brandon Clark, Gregory Jackson. Yeah, we have a chance to beat them. I think we should beat them, and against the Heat, we are gonna beat them in 6. W. And can we go to the NBA Finals? But we have to get past the Charlotte Hornets. So LaMelo Ball, Nick Smith, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Tari Eason. They got Gangy. They got Royce O'Neal, Alex Sarr, Caden Boozer, then Kenny and Anthony. So we could definitely beat this team for sure, but let's see what happens. So against the Hornets, we are going to sweep them to go to the NBA Finals to play the Houston Rockets. So they got Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, Matt Buzelis. That's the person I wanted to get in the 2024 draft class. Jabari Smith, Alfred Şengün, Cameron Whitmore, Cameron Boozer, Dylan Harper, VJ Miller. Wow, this team is stacked with young talent. They even got Kenneth Lofton Jr., so we might be in trouble here. But let's see what happens. So game 1, we got 29 from Amen Thompson, 30 from Isaiah Collier. Game 2, they're going to tie it up, 31 from Jabari Smith. Game 3, they're going to take the 2-1 lead. And game 4, they're going to take the 3-1 lead. And in game 5, we're going to lose in the NBA Finals. So we made it all the way to the NBA Finals this year, which is a great sign to see. I feel like we're ready to win a championship, but we're going to have to compete with the Houston Rockets somehow. We're accepting Cooper Flag and AJ DeBonstad's team option. We're extending the qualifying offer to Parker Jefferson, Zach Edey, and Isaiah Collier. So Isaiah Collier is a free agent as well as Zach Edey. So definitely want to go ahead and bring back Isaiah Collier after the qualifying offer or after moratorium. So we're going to have to match Isaiah Collier's offer, and then we have to re-sign Corey Kispert here. I definitely want him back. He is 29, so very good role player for this team. Give him like a nice 3-year deal here. So Corey Kispert will come back to the team. And Zach Edey, I'd love to give you another contract as well. So bring these 2 guys back. Not to that, we should be in the clear. I'll see you guys in player progression. Isaiah Collier's up, Cooper Flag is up, Bilal Coulibaly is up, Jalen Duren is up, as well as AJ DeBonstad. I feel like this year, I feel it's going to be a rivalry between the Washington Wizards and the Houston Rockets. You won't see me saying this modern day right now, but got to play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell. They still got Donovan Mitchell, so let's see what happens. Get the Cavaliers. We should be able to beat them. We do sweep them. Now we got to play the Detroit Pistons. So, Kay Cunningham, Asar Thompson, Isaac Okoro, Patrick Williams, and John Ball. I don't know if he's related to Bol Bol or like Manute Bol or anything. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But against the Pistons, we are going to losing 5, but let's see what happens in the NBA Finals. We got the Rockets and the Miami Heat. That should have been us instead of the Heat. And the Rockets going to win a championship. Finals VP is Amen Thompson. Painting Tyus Jones here, which we had for like a long time. I'm just going to go ahead and sign a younger one in Trey Mann. And then what I also want to do is go ahead and bring back Cooper Flag, though. So I'm renouncing Tyus Jones. No way to bringing him back now. And I want Cooper Flag back after moratorium is over. So Cooper Flag, I'm going to give him a contract offer. I'm going to give him as much money as I can. So Cooper Flag, Swag, welcome back to the team. $200 million and Denny Avdia. I'm kind of like debating if I should bring him back or not because he really wasn't that good due to this 10-year rebuild. So, I mean, I feel like we have no. We got like Jordan Nwora. I think we had him before, like a couple of years ago. Yeah, we did. We could bring him back. We can sign Seiko. We can sign Isaiah Mobley. Alright, so let's go ahead and re-sign Denny Avdia to like a 2-year deal. Then we can bring him back on the team. Then we can trade him next year. Trade him at the trade deadline. It's most likely what I want to do here. And then yeah, after that we should be quite fine. Just bring back some depth and like Quentin Grimes. Bring him back. Be our backup shooting guard. Then I would say we sign one more power forward just to be sure. So I'll just go ahead and sign like Seiko or like Jordan Nwora. Give me Seiko. I haven't heard of that name in a while, so give me Seiko. And then after that, wait for him to sign. He's taking a long time. What's taking so long for I never offered him a contract. Oh, okay. So Seiko, welcome to the team. And then after that, we should be fine. We're the first seed once again. I'd love to win a championship this year. We got to play Indiana. So can we finally go ahead and win a championship? So against the Indiana Pacers, they still got Tyrese Halliburton. I think we beat this team before. I think we lost. I'm not quite sure. I think we beat them, but against the Pacers, we are going to lose in 7, man. Oh my gosh. What more can a man do, man? What more can a man do? I assembled the best young team I could possibly can. One more thing I could do is like make a trade, but I like what we have right now. I don't want to make another trade. Like it's arguably that we got the best young core in the NBA, and it's not even close. I don't know why it was taking so long for us to win a championship, and how do we lose in the first round by a playing team? All right, so we got Cleveland and Utah in the championship in the finals. Utah Jazz going to win the championship. Finals MVP going to Bronny James. I'm extending Jalen Duren from to be our center of the future. We're going to give him a max contract. Then AJ Debonsa, I'm also going to bring him back after the moratorium is over. So then AJ Debonsa, we don't have enough money to sign him, which is kind of insane. So we might have to wait a couple, until day 12 to see what the asking price is now. We were able to successfully bring back AJ Debonsa. Alright, so this year we gotta play the Bulls, man. Honestly, just win a championship. They got Trae Young. Let's see what happens against the Chicago Bulls, and we are gonna beat them. Alright, bro. Alright, we only got a couple more years to go on this. Let's just speed through this, man, because I don't know what is going on. 74-8 this season. If we don't win a championship this year, man, I'll never rebuild the Washington Wizards ever. We went 74-8. So yeah. If you want proof right here, here's the proof. So we went 74-8, man. One of the best. I think it's one of the best records of all time, and I think it is. I'm not quite sure though, but Atlanta Hawks. So yeah, we should be able to beat them. If we lose, I'm done. And against the Hawks, we are going to beat them in 5. Finally, now we got to play the Miami Heat. So John Flynn, Jordan Wallace, Sadiq Bey, Giannis, and Bam Adebayo. Okay, but Giannis is kind of washed now. I mean, he is 38, so you never know what could happen. And against the Miami Heat, we're going to beat them in 6. Now we got to play the Chicago Bulls. They got Amen Thompson, and we could lose, but you never know. We are going to beat them in 6 to play the Scoot Henderson and the Portland Trail Blazers. So let's see what happens against the Portland Trail Blazers, and we are going to beat them in 5 to finally win a championship. Goodness, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense how many times we were the #1 team. Basically, we just re-sign every single player. We're not going to do any big moves now. We only got like 2 more years left to go. So, basically, just re-sign every single player. Like, it doesn't make sense how many times we were the 1 seed and we can't even win a championship. So, got Indiana, man. I don't even care. Let's go ahead and just simulate current round, and we are going to sweep them. All right, we're going to beat them in 5. Now we got New York. We got to win a championship this year, man. They got Mikal Bridges on their team. Like, let's see what happens. They got Zion. This team I mean, we could lose, but you never know. We do sweep them. So, never mind. We're going to play the Brooklyn Nets now. AJ Johnson, Stephen Castle, Ace Bailey, Usman Garuba, Jet Howard, Jackson Davis, Tyrese Proctor, and, yeah, so see what happens. Against the Nets, we are going to beat them at 5. So we're finally in the NBA Finals once again to play the Denver Nuggets. So the Denver Nuggets have Lonzo Ball, Lindsey Harrington, Brandon Miller, Muhammadu Landori, and Nikola Jokic. So, I mean, if we don't win a championship this year, man, I don't know what. Let's see what happens, and we are gonna get swept. We're gonna get swept by the Denver Nuggets. All right, bro. To be honest, it really shouldn't take this long, because look at this team across the board. Look at the overalls, bro. It really should not take this long. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Comment other 10-year rebuilds you guys want to see.